Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into this week's deals and discounts for Grand Theft Auto Online. This weekly update is not great for making money, I'll be real. In fact, the only way of making money this week, extra, is doing races and community jobs, which, I'll be honest, the majority of us don't care too much about. There are people that race, but I am not amongst them. So, what we're more going to be focusing on in today's video is the discounts, as there are a lot of discounts, and some of them are actually really good. So buckle up and let's get straight into it. Starting off, we have two new additions to the game. We have an electric bike, the Inductor, which is pretty lame, I'll be honest. I don't know if you're gonna plan on buying it. I think it's $50,000. Essentially, you have like a little speed boost that you can use. It gets you up to like 50 miles an hour or something like that, but that's it. It's pretty dang lame. I don't know why anybody would plan on buying this, but if you want an electric motorcycle bike thingy, here you go. There you have it. You can have an electric bicycle. Apart from that, we have a new car added into the game, which is the Panade La Course. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Let me know in the comments, but it's a pretty cool vehicle. It kind of looks like an electric Renault in real life. I'm not exactly sure if that's what it's based off of, but it's got really dang good acceleration. We'll have to see how this vehicle's overall lap time and top speed are, as I'm going to make a video on this tomorrow to let you know everything you need to. But yeah, it actually seems really dang agile, especially on acceleration for what this car is. Handling doesn't seem too bad either. I'm really hoping that this is going to be really good at rallying, because I don't think we have any good electric rally vehicles yet. Maybe the Coil Brawler, but it's not the best on its braking capabilities. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this car. It's going to be around $2 million. In fact, if we make our way over to Legendary Motorsport, we can see the vehicle right here. It's $1.99 million. So I'm pretty excited for it. I guess we'll have to see how it is tomorrow. Something I almost forgot to add into the video, which I'm probably going to put in the beginning, is that auto shops are 40% off. Now, unfortunately, you can't make any extra money with them, but at least you can get your hands on an auto shop for 40% off. With that aside, we have this week's discounts, but let's start off with the free vehicles. First of all, we have the Prize Ride, the V-Star. It's a pretty fast sports car. I think it goes up to like 125, 126 miles an hour. Pretty fast. Unfortunately, it does not feature great handling, and there's not all too much when it comes to customization. To get your hands on it this week, it's pretty easy. You need to finish second place 4 days in a row. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in a bit of effort, but as long as you have one other friend, you can just kind of cheese these races. I wouldn't say it's really worth it. Just go do like one Cayo Perico and you'll have enough money to buy the car if you really want it, but it is an available car if that's what you wanted to get your hands on. This week's podium vehicle is the Warner VKR, which is it's an okay vehicle. I can't really say anything special about it. It looks cool, but it's not really good on handling or lap time. There's nothing, you know, particularly notable about this car, but if you get it, it's a cool vehicle to own in your garage. Now we can take a look at all the vehicles that are discounted at 40% off this week, and wow, do we have a lot. First of all, we have the Lynx, which I think is one of the sexiest looking sports cars available in the game. I think the back looks great, I think the front looks really mean and angled. It's just such a nice looking car. The Ocelot Lynx is not a cheap sports car. In fact, it's normally one of the most expensive sports cars. So the fact that you're going to be able to get it under $2 million, and the fact that it's a removed car coming back, I would highly suggest to think about getting your hands on the vehicle. It's not necessarily fast, nor does it feature an incredible lap time for the sports class, but it just looks so dang nice. It actually features two very unique liveries as well. I don't have the liveries on my car because I just like having a base paint on it, but still, it's an incredibly nice looking car, and yeah, it's actually pretty decent for the price tag. Up next, we have one of my favorite supercars of all time, the Pfister 811. This vehicle, just like the Lynx, was removed from the game, but it's back this week, and I would highly suggest to get your hands on this vehicle if you don't own it already. Now, I should warn you, I have low grip tires on this vehicle. I was doing a challenge with one of my friends the other day, so yeah, my handling is not going to be all too good in this car. But even without low grip tires, this is not a supercar that is known for its handling. It's known for its ridiculously good top speed. It goes over 132 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest supers in the game, which is actually really cool. The fact that it's only $1.1 million base and it's 40% off means that you can get this vehicle for around $600,000. That is super, super cheap for what a cool and fast supercar the Fister 811 is. So I would highly suggest, as I said, to pick this vehicle up, especially because it is removed from the game. You're definitely going to be missing out on it if you don't get it. Up next, we have the Dominator ASP. I'm a huge fan of the overall design of this Mustang. It just looks so dang nice. Now, it's actually a pretty good vehicle for a couple reasons. First of all, it is the 10th best lap time tuner vehicle in the game. So that means if you wanted to participate in any of the tuners races or anything like that, the Pursuit Series, get your hands on, let's say, like the V-Star this week, then this is a really good vehicle to do that. But not only does it have really good lap time, it's also pretty fast for the muscles category in general. Because this vehicle is meant to keep up with a lot of the tuners vehicles, it's just got great handling, which is something you don't normally see in the muscles category. So it's got a decent top speed of 119, it's got good lap time, good handling, and it's not ridiculously expensive, around $1.7 million. So 40% off, this is actually a really, really good deal. If you wanted to not only get into the tuners races and get your hands on the prize ride vehicles, but as well get a really cool muscle car, then this is actually a pretty good bang for the buck. One thing I always really like about the tuners category is that Rockstar put a lot of effort into actually giving you a lot of cool liveries, customization, upgrades, all those things you normally don't find on certain types of cars, you will definitely find in the tuners category. I just think this vehicle looks so dang nice. Next to two vehicles we have discounted kind of fall into the same category of open wheel. We have the R88, and I'm pretty sure this one is the DR1. Now, the R88 is the worst on handling out of all of them, I'm pretty sure, so I would suggest to get the DR1 over the R88, but they're all ridiculously fast. I mean, this vehicle, it has maybe not the best top speed, only around 120-ish, but it's the fact that you can go ridiculously fast around corners. I mean, these vehicles are insane. We got some sharp corners coming up here, and as you're gonna see, it's literally like taking candy from a baby when it comes to the cornering. It's insane how you can make these corners without even crashing into the guardrails. Now, to be fair, I turned a little bit too hard there, but still, it's pretty insane what you can get away with when using these vehicles. I mean, look at that there. So, when it comes to open wheel vehicles, I wouldn't suggest to buy more than one, because you really don't need more than one. They are ridiculously expensive. In fact, if we make our way over to Legendary Motorsport and we go to Special, you can see they are all the most expensive vehicles in the game. The BR8 is $3.4 million, the DR1's $2.99 million, so they are all ridiculously expensive. I would suggest to get the DR1 because it's going to be on sale and not a terrible, terrible price tag for what the vehicle is, but yeah, they're still really expensive. So make sure this week, if you don't have an open wheel vehicle, maybe you splurge some money to get your hands on one. The next three vehicles discounted are just absolutely insane, and I would suggest to buy all three. First of all, we have the Ocelot Pariah. It seems like every week Rockstar is putting a discount on the Pariah, but you should just get it. If you don't have it, pick it up. The Ocelot Pariah features a redonkulous top speed of 136 miles per hour, which makes it one of the fastest non-HSW vehicles in the game. And it's also in the top 5 category for handling in the sports class. It's only about 1.4 million, so 40% off. It's a really good deal. Not only do we have the Pariah, but then we have the Italy GTO, which is the best lap time sports car in the entire game, even better than HSW vehicles, first place. So once again, we've got the best top speed, and we got the best lap time right next to each other discounted. Get both of these vehicles. And we also have the Torero XO, which isn't the best in either category when it comes to handling if you're on next-gen consoles, because there's the HSW vehicles, and it's not the best in top speed. There are vehicles that are HSW and even vehicles, for example, like the 811, which can achieve a top speed higher than the Torero XO. But this vehicle encompasses both top speed and handling. It features a top speed of 131, while also featuring incredible handling to accompany it. So it's just a great vehicle in general. Plus, it looks amazing. It's got pop-up headlights, it's got some great livery design, it's based off the Countach, so how can you not like this vehicle? I'm a massive fan of the Torero XO. Making our way over to the Avenger, this is also 40% off. I would suggest to buy the Avenger if you haven't. First of all, it's got some amazing upgrades lately. There's missiles that you can have on it, machine guns that are mounted. It also has a missile lock on jammer, which is really cool. You can start missions up in it. So get your hands on the Avenger if you haven't already. Really, really good vehicle to get nowadays. And finally, we have the 3 removed vehicles that are back for sale this week. You already know about the 811 and the Lynx, as those vehicles are discounted. The only vehicle that's not discounted is the Verlier, which, I'll be honest, looks like a butthole. I really just do not like the look of this car. It's ugly. I know there's probably some people out there that like it, so if you do like it, get your hands on it this week, because it's your only chance you're going to get for probably the next couple months. But yeah, I'm really not a huge fan of the vehicle. It is incredibly ugly. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more content, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. And yeah, let me know. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.